Hi there, I'm Kyle, and welcome back to Bedtime Verses with Kyle. Just a little poetry to help you get ready for bed. Tonight we're back with more Ben Jonson in a piece called To the Immortal Memory and Friendship of That Noble Pair, Sir Lucius Cary and Sir Henry Morison. Who were these guys? Nobody really knows. But the point of this poem is that it's a Pindaric ode, or Pindaric ode, from Pindar, who was a great poet in like the 5th century BCE, back in the day, Greek. And the thing is, the form is strophe, antistrophe, and epode. There you go. If you want to look those up, you can. Let's get to it. So we'll be splitting this into two parts because it's quite long. Okay, here we go. Brave infant of Saguntum, clear thy coming forth at that great year, when the prodigious Hannibal did crown his rage with razing your immortal town. Thou, looking then about, ere thou wert half got out, wise child, didst hastily return, and madest thy mother's womb thine urn. How sunned a circle didst thou leave mankind, of deepest lore could we the centre find. That was the strophe, now the antistrophe, presumably. Did wiser nature draw thee back from out the horror of that sack, where shame, faith, honor, and regard of right lay trampled on, the deeds of death and night? Urged, hurried forth, and hurled upon the affrighted world. Not a great place for a page turn, I admit, but that's what we get. Sword, fire, and famine, with fell fury met, and all on utmost ruin set. As could they but life's miseries foresee, no doubt all infants would return like thee. And the epode, I believe. For what is life, if measured by the space, not by the act, or masked man, if valued by his face, above his fact? Here's one outlived his peers, and told forth 80 years. He vexed time, and busied the whole state, troubled both foes and friends, but ever to no ends. What did this stirrer but die late? How well at 20 had he fallen or stood? For 3 of his 80 he did no good. He entered well by virtuous parts, got up and thrived with honest arts. He purchased friends and fame and honors then, and had his noble name advanced with men. But, weary of that flight, he stooped in all men's sight to sordid flatteries, acts of strife, and sunk in that dead sea of life, so deep as he did then death's waters sup. But that the cork of title buoyed him up. Alas, but Morison fell young. He never fell, thou falsed my tongue. He stood, a soldier to the last right end, a perfect patriot, a noble friend, but most a virtuous son. All offices were done by him so ample, full, and round, in weight, in measure, number, sound, as though his age imperfect might appear. His life was of humanity the sphere. Go now, and tell out days summed up with fears, and make them years. Produce thy mass of miseries on the stage, to swell thine age. Repeat of things a throng, to show thou hast been long, not lived. For life doth her great actions spell, by what was done and wrought, in season, and so brought to light. Her measure are, how well each syllable answered, and was formed, how fair. These make the lines of life, and that's her air. And that's all for today. So it looks like he's describing Morison was a brave son, child of Saguntum, a second Hannibal, and he talks about people who like live their lives for a long time but do nothing, and then this fellow did so much and died so young. So tragic. Okay, so let's see what the other parts have to say tomorrow. Thanks again for joining me for Bedtime Verses with Kyle. You can follow me here and subscribe to my website and my YouTube, and there'll be new readings every weekday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good night. Sleep tight.
Hi, I'm Kyle. Join me on this epic telling at theblessedepic.com. An audiobook experience unlike any other. The Blessed is a tale of bravery in a world of legend overrun by chaos that follows 3 heroes. Virilis, a great warrior with a troubled past. Fell reminiscences and scathing hot regret. 'Tis hard that what we cannot alter, we cannot forget. Sajir, a young wizard afraid of fighting.
Before the threat of violence, my mind doth seize, wherein my magic falters and my fingers freeze.
And Frey, a pixie whose enthusiasm is too large for her wee body.
What glorious adventure!
Together, they seek to master themselves to push out a violent, megalomaniacal invader.
We'll be the Supreme Divine!
Composed entirely in meter and rhyme, The Blessed is a banquet for the ears and a jump start for the mind. Praise for The Blessed. It's something I didn't know I needed. The sound design is incredible. Head and shoulders above anything else that's out there. I didn't want it to end. Epic. A full cast recording with original music. The Blessed. Unleash your power.